Hello. In this 1.20.1 Forge KubeJS video, we're going to be going over how to use the level events.tick event listener. We'll be going through two examples of that in this video. If you find this sort of content informative, please give it a like, comment with any questions about this particular topic or suggestions for new ones in future videos. In addition, please subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on to never miss a future upload such as this. In addition, thank you to BisectHosting for supporting my channel. I'll be getting more into their services later in the video. But for now, let's get started with our first example. So here, I'm going to be adding an overworld altitude mechanic. So I'm going to be giving the player the slowness potion effect if they're high up in the world. So by high altitude, I'm just going to use a Y 150 or above. So the beginning of all of these, we do level events.tick, and then we don't need to pass anything else other than an event handler in this example. So the first thing we're going to do is a performance check. We're going to be only running this every 40 ticks or 2 seconds. So this is going to prevent the server from calculating this for every player 20 times a second. And if you do that, it's not going to be good for your TPS. So we're going to do if event.level.time, and we're going to use the modulo operator here. That's very useful for this type of mechanic. We're going to use 40. If it's not equal to 0, we're going to return. Our next check is going to be ensuring that this logic only runs in the overworld. So again, we're going to do if event.level, but this time .dimension. If it's not equal to the overworld, we're going to return as well. So now that those two checks are done, we're going to iterate through every player currently in the overworld. So we're going to do event.level.players dot for each. So event.level.players is an array. And then we're going to use player as our internal scope variable. And inside here, we're going to apply this only if the player's Y level is higher than 150. So we're going to do if player.y is greater than 150. Well, in that case, we're going to add the potion effect. So we're going to do player dot potion effects dot add, and inside here we're going to do Minecraft slowness for a duration of 5 seconds, and then we're not going to do a multiplier here, so it's just going to be slowness 1. So this is the first example. Before we get to our second example though, I would like to give a shout out to my server hosting provider, BisectHosting. They offer fantastic Minecraft server hosting in addition to over 100 other top online games. In regards to Minecraft though, you can pre-install over 2,300 modpacks automatically. They offer 24/7, 365 customer support that can help you troubleshoot your server and mods. You can host your server from among 20 locations around the world, and they also offer advanced DDoS protection as well. So again, thank you to BisectHosting for supporting my channel. Please consider checking out my affiliate link in the description below. That will bring you to this website that I got the screenshot from. There's plenty of great information there that can help inform a possible purchase. But now back to the code. Our second example is going to be adding another environmental hazard. In general, we're going to, if the player's in the nether and they're not wearing a netherite chest plate, they're gonna have damage. So we're gonna do this again with level events.tick. Some people do all level events.tick logic in the same block. I advise against it, especially if you want to only do checks at certain times. As you'll see here, I want to check this every 1 second instead of 2 seconds. But regardless, our event handler, just like above, And we're going to do a similar thing here. We're going to check every 20 seconds. Not 20 seconds, 20 ticks, therefore 1 second. So if a player does not have another right chest plate on, they're going to be dealt damage every second. And then the second thing we want to do here is similar to Overworld, but we're going to change it to the Nether. So now that those two checks are out of the way, we're going to do a similar thing, event.level.players.forEach, with player being our internal scope or local scope variable. Inside here, we're going to check to see if the player is not wearing another right chest plate. So we're going to do if player dot chest armor item dot ID. That is not equal to another right chest plate. The player is going to be dealt damage. So we're going to do player dot attack, and we're going to pass in a value of 1.0. So 1.0 is just going to be half a heart. So a few key takeaways here. First, the modulo pattern is the single most important habit in these sorts of KubeJS tick events. They help keep your TPS high, so your game's not constantly checking things every single tick. The return guard tells the script to stop immediately if the conditions aren't met, which is much cheaper for the CPU than nesting everything inside a giant if block, or nesting everything inside one giant level events.tick listener. For most other events and most other event handlers, I usually just use one, but here, since we're dealing with time, it's a lot better to split it up. And then finally, dimension awareness is something we demonstrate in this mod, because we only want, for each example here, we only want that to work in that dimension, so we don't have to check in every dimension in the game. So being as specific as possible is a really good idea here. Anyways, if you found this video informative, please give it a like, comment with any questions or future video ideas, and subscribe to the channel to never miss future uploads. Otherwise, thank you for your time watching this video. Thank you to BisectHosting for supporting my channel, and have a nice day.